Boko the diesel engine was enjoying his time on the island of Sodor. Despite his mishap with Bill and Ben, he found Edward to be friendly, and soon arrived at the big station to arrange his trucks. Then he went to the shed and asked politely if he could come in. Duck was not pleased to see a diesel, but presently, when he found that Boko knew Edward, he became more friendly, and by the time that Boko had told him about Bill and Ben, they were laughing together like old friends. "Have they ever played tricks on you?" asked Boko. "Goodness me, yes," chuckled Duck. "Edward is the only one who can keep them in order." "You know," went on Duck, "I sometimes call them the bees." Boko chuckled. "A good name. They're terrors when they start buzzing around." Just then James bustled in. "What's that, Duck? Are you afraid of bees? They're only insects after all, so don't let that buzzbox diesel tell you different." "His name is Boko, and he didn't "I wouldn't care," interrupted James. "If hundreds were swarming round, I'd just blow smoke and make them buzz off." "Buzz, buzz, buzz," retorted Duck. Next morning James got ready to pull the express. Duck brought his coaches to the platform. It was crowded. Just as James came backing down, two porters were moving luggage. On their trolley was a large, white, buzzing wooden box. "Mind your backs!" they shouted. Then there was trouble. The box fell and broke open. The station cleared like magic. Some bees flew out and began to explore the station. They were too cold to be cross. They buzzed around the fireman, hoping he'd mend their hive, but he didn't understand. Nor did the driver. The bees turned to James. His boiler was nice and warm. They swarmed around it. "Buzz off! Buzz off!" hissed James. He made smoke, but the wind blew it away, and the bees stayed. At last, one settled on his hot smoke box. It burnt his feet. "Oh, ah, phew, phew!" The bee thought James had stung it on purpose. So it stung James back, right on the nose. "Yee!" whistled James. He had had enough. So had his driver and fireman. They started without waiting for the guard's whistle, and they didn't notice till too late that they'd left all their coaches behind. James had taken the bees with him, so now the platform was clear. The passengers came back, but now they had no engine. Everyone was very cross. Just then, Boko the diesel engine hummed in. The Fat Controller went to see him. "I need you to take the express." Boko was worried about his trucks, but Duck promised to take care of them until he got back. And so it was arranged. Boko had a splendid run. He managed to gain back some of the lost time, and the Fat Controller was very pleased with him. No one seemed to notice when James came back to the shed. They were talking about a new kind of beehive on wheels. It was red, they said. Then they all said buzz, 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 and laughed a lot. James thought that for big mainline engines, they were being very silly.